Ever wondered what industrial perfection looks like? From molten glass dancing into bottles to robotic arms moving in hypnotic sync? Today, we're diving into the world's most satisfying factory machines. These ingenious machines blend raw power with surgical precision, turning chaos into order, one mesmerizing process at a time. Stare too long, and you might just forget to blink. Ready to unwind with some industrial ASMR? Let's roll up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Hydraulic press. A hydraulic press uses immense fluid pressure to crush, mold, or compress materials with incredible force. Watching solid objects like metal blocks, fruits, or even toys flatten under thousands of pounds of pressure is deeply satisfying. The slow, controlled movement contrasts with the dramatic deformation, making it a staple of industrial ASMR videos. Car assembly robots, synchronized robotic arms building vehicles. In modern automotive factories, teams of multi-axis robotic arms work in perfect harmony to assemble cars with superhuman precision. These machines weld frames, install windshields, paint bodies, and even insert tiny components like screws, all without pause. The most satisfying aspect is their choreographed movement, where each robot performs its task in flawless sequence, avoiding collisions while maintaining lightning speed. The sight of a bare chassis transforming into a drivable vehicle in minutes, thanks to this mechanical ballet, is a testament to automation at its finest. CNC machine, computer numerical control. CNC machines carve, drill, and shape materials with robotic precision, following digital blueprints. Whether milling aluminum, engraving wood, or sculpting acrylic, the spinning cutter glides smoothly, leaving flawless finishes. The combination of high-speed rotation and exact movements creates hypnotic patterns, showcasing the perfect marriage of technology and craftsmanship. Glass bottle blowing and cooling. Watching molten glass take shape. In glass factories, molten glass at 1,600 degrees Celsius is gathered on blowpipes and shaped into bottles using a mix of gravity, air pressure, and spinning molds. The process starts with a glowing gob of liquid glass being dropped into a mold, where compressed air inflates it like a balloon. The bottle then moves through annealing ovens, cooling gradually to prevent cracks. Watching the orange hot glass transform from a glowing blob into a smooth, symmetrical container is hypnotic, especially when seeing rows of identical bottles emerge from the furnace. Laser cutter. A laser cutter slices through metal, wood, or plastic using a high-powered laser beam, producing clean, precise edges. The bright, glowing beam vaporizes material in its path, leaving smooth cuts without physical contact. Watching intricate designs emerge from raw sheets, especially with sparks flying, feels like witnessing futuristic fabrication in action. Plastic injection molding machine. This machine melts plastic pellets and injects them into molds at high pressure, producing identical parts in seconds. The molten plastic flows smoothly before cooling into solid shapes. Bottle caps, toys, or car parts. The speed and repetition, combined with the plop of finished pieces ejecting, make it endlessly satisfying. Glass blowing machine. Automated glass blowers shape molten glass into bottles by blowing air into molds at high speed. The glowing orange glass flows like liquid before hardening into perfect symmetry. The rhythmic process, gob feeding, molding, and cooling, creates a seamless ballet of heat and precision that's mesmerizing to observe. Steel rolling mill. Red-hot steel slabs pass through giant rollers, flattening them into thin sheets or beams. The metal bends and stretches like taffy under extreme pressure, transforming rough ingots into smooth, uniform plates. The sheer power and glowing metal make this one of the most visually striking industrial processes. Wire drawing machine. Thick metal rods are pulled through progressively smaller dies, stretching them into thin, flexible wires. The gradual reduction in diameter, combined with the coiled final product, creates a smooth, continuous transformation. The precision required to maintain uniform thickness makes this process fascinating for engineers and casual viewers alike. Forging press, drop forge. A massive hammer slams down on red-hot metal, shaping it into tools, gears, or automotive parts with each thunderous strike. The impact sends sparks flying while the metal morphs under pressure. The raw power and rhythmic pounding make this a classic example of satisfying industrial force. Industrial lathe. A lathe spins metal or wood at high speeds, while a cutting tool shaves it into symmetrical shapes. Watching rough stock transform into polished cylinders, screws, or decorative spindles is a masterclass in precision. The curling metal shavings and flawless finishes add to the visual appeal. Sandblasting machine. A high-pressure stream of sand or abrasive particles cleans and smooths surfaces, stripping away rust, paint, or imperfections. The way the blast erodes uneven layers to reveal a pristine finish is deeply gratifying, especially on metal or glass. The uniform texture left behind is a testament to its efficiency. Chocolate conching machine. This machine kneads chocolate for hours, refining its texture and flavor by grinding cocoa solids into a silky smooth paste. The slow, continuous mixing removes grittiness while developing rich aromas. Watching thick chocolate flow like liquid velvet is a treat for both eyes and taste buds. Automated pizza maker. Robotic arms spread sauce, sprinkle cheese, and add toppings before sending pizzas into a blazing oven, all in minutes. The flawless consistency and rapid assembly make it a marvel of food automation. Seeing rows of identical pizzas emerge golden and bubbly is oddly comforting. French fry cutter potatoes are pushed through a grid of sharp blades, instantly transforming them into perfect fries. The crisp snap as each potato is sliced, followed by the waterfall of uniform strips, is a staple of food factory satisfaction. Some machines even fry and freeze them in one seamless process. Bread slicing machine. A high-speed blade assembly slices entire loaves into even pieces without squashing the soft interior. The rhythmic motion and perfectly aligned slices are a baker's dream. Some machines even package the bread immediately after cutting, showcasing seamless automation. Ice cream filling machine nozzles deposit swirls of ice cream into cones or tubs at lightning speed, with each serving looking identical. The smooth, creamy extrusion and rapid packaging make this a delightful example of food industry precision, especially when watching multiple flavors layered perfectly. Egg grading and packing machine. Eggs roll onto a conveyor where sensors check weight, cracks, and size before robotic arms place them into cartons. The gentle yet efficient handling, combined with the flawless alignment in each box, makes this process incredibly soothing to watch. Bottling assembly line. Empty bottles are cleaned, filled, capped, and labeled in one continuous motion. The synchronization of rinsing, liquid dispensing, and sealing is a symphony of efficiency. Carbonated drinks fizzing as they're sealed is an extra touch of satisfaction. Coffee roaster. Green coffee beans tumble in a heated drum, darkening and releasing aromatic oils. The transformation from raw beans to glossy, fragrant roast is a slow but rewarding spectacle. The crackling sounds and deepening color add to the sensory appeal. Pasta extruder. Dough is forced through bronze dies, emerging as fusilli, penne, or spaghetti shapes. The way soft dough takes on intricate forms under pressure is fascinating. Fresh pasta curling out in long strands is a culinary delight to observe. Nut sorting machine. Optical scanners and air jets separate good nuts from shells, debris, or defective ones at high speed. The precision of the ejections, flawless nuts rolling forward while rejects are blown away, is a flawless display of food-grade automation. Planer, thicknesser. This woodworking machine shaves rough lumber into smooth, even boards with razor-sharp blades. As the wood passes through, uneven surfaces are leveled to an exact thickness, producing uniform planks. The sound of the blades slicing through wood and the sight of fresh curls peeling away is deeply gratifying, especially when rough timber emerges polished and flawless. Plywood press. Layers of thin wood veneer are glued together and pressed under extreme heat and pressure to form sturdy plywood sheets. The way the layers fuse into a single, warp-resistant board is a marvel of engineering. The hydraulic press's slow compression and the final smooth surface make this process mesmerizing. Log debarker. A rotating drum with metal teeth or high-pressure water jets strips bark off logs in seconds. The raw wood emerges clean and ready for milling, while bark flies off in chunks. The efficiency of this machine, turning rough logs into sleek cylinders, is a satisfying before and after spectacle. Paper cutting guillotine. A sharp blade descends with tremendous force, slicing through thick stacks of paper in one clean motion. The precision of the cut, leaving perfectly aligned edges without fraying, is a testament to its engineering. Watching reams of paper divide effortlessly under the blade is oddly therapeutic. Cardboard corrugator. This machine sandwiches fluted cardboard between flat liners, creating rigid corrugated sheets used for boxes. The way the fluted medium is glued and pressed between layers, then dried into a sturdy structure, is fascinating. The continuous flow of fresh cardboard emerging in long sheets is a hypnotic sight. Wood chipper. Tree branches and logs are fed into a roaring chipper, which shreds them into small, uniform wood chips in seconds. The loud crunching sound and the rapid ejection of chips make this machine both intimidating and satisfying. Landscapers and paper mills rely on this brute force efficiency. Laser engraving machine. A focused laser beam etches intricate designs onto wood, metal, or glass with pinpoint accuracy. The laser burns away material in controlled patterns, leaving behind crisp, permanent markings. Watching names, logos, or artwork materialize from nothing feels like magic. Sawmill band saw. A massive, continuous band saw blade slices logs into planks with smooth, steady motion. Unlike circular saws, it produces less waste and handles giant logs effortlessly. The slow, controlled cutting and the reveal of fresh wood grain is a timeless symbol of lumber production. CNC router. Like a CNC mill but for wood, plastic, or foam, this machine carves 3D shapes with spinning bits. Whether crafting signs, furniture, or sculptures, the router's precise movements create intricate details. The whirl of the bit and the gradual emergence of the design are captivating. Pallet nailing machine. Wooden slats are fed in, and automated hammers rapidly assemble them into sturdy pallets. The rhythmic bang, bang, bang of nails being driven in perfect sequence is music to factory enthusiasts. Finished pallets roll out at impressive speeds, ready for shipping. PCB printer, circuit board. A robotic printer deposits conductive ink onto boards, creating intricate electronic pathways. Lasers then etch fine details for microchips and resistors. Watching a blank board transform into a functional circuit with perfect alignment is a glimpse into modern electronics manufacturing. Robotic welding arm. A robotic arm wields a welding torch, fusing metal parts with flawless, consistent seams. The bright sparks in the arm's precise, repetitive motions are hypnotic. Unlike manual welding, robots never tire, producing perfect welds every time. Metal punch press. This machine stamps holes, shapes, or designs into metal sheets with a powerful punch. The clunk of the die striking metal and the clean holes left behind are immensely satisfying. Some presses perform hundreds of punches per minute with robotic precision. Spring coiling machine. A wire is fed into a rotating mechanism that coils it into perfect springs of any size. The way the machine twists and cuts the wire with such consistency is a marvel. Springs pop out one after another, each identical to the last. 3D metal printer. Using lasers or electron beams, this printer fuses metal powder layer by layer, creating solid objects. Unlike plastic 3D printers, it handles titanium, steel, and alloys. Watching complex parts materialize from nothing feels like science fiction made real. Screw threading machine. A lathe or die cuts precise spiral grooves into metal rods, turning them into screws or bolts. The slow rotation and the sharp tool carving perfect threads are a testament to mechanical precision. Each finished screw spins smoothly into its matching nut. Conveyor belt sorter optical scanners identify items on a conveyor, and robotic arms or air jets divert them into correct bins. The speed and accuracy, especially in mail sorting or food processing, are mesmerizing. Watching packages or produce get perfectly organized never gets old. Tube bending machine. Hydraulic arms clamp metal pipes and bend them to exact angles without kinking. The smooth, controlled deformation, especially with thick steel tubes, is a blend of power and finesse. Perfect curves emerge every time, ready for automotive or construction use. Automated soldering machine. A robot applies solder to circuit boards with pinpoint accuracy, creating instant electrical connections. The tiny bursts of molten metal and the robotic arm's swift movements make this a highlight of electronics factories. Diamond cutting machine. Industrial diamonds or ultra-hard materials are sliced with diamond-coated blades or lasers. The slow, grinding precision needed to cut the world's hardest substance is awe-inspiring. Jewelry and tool manufacturers rely on this meticulous process. Soap cutting machine. A long loaf of soap is pushed through sharp wires, slicing it into perfect bars. The clean cuts and the uniformity of each piece are oddly pleasing. Some machines even stamp designs onto the soap afterward. Candle making machine. Wicks are dipped repeatedly into molten wax, building up layers until thick candles form. The rhythmic dipping and the gradual growth of each candle are soothing to watch. Modern versions automate this ancient craft at high speeds. Honey extraction centrifuge. Honeycombs are placed in a spinning drum, where centrifugal force flings honey out while keeping wax intact. The golden honey swirling out is a sweet, sticky spectacle. Beekeepers rely on this efficient, low-waste method. Rubber band making machine. Latex tubes are stretched, cut, and looped into elastic bands at high speed. The rapid-fire production, thousands of bands per hour, and the bouncy final product make this a quirky but satisfying process. Ball bearing polisher. Metal bearings are tumbled in abrasive media until their surfaces become mirror smooth. The final product rolls effortlessly with zero friction. The precision behind such a simple yet vital component is remarkable. Marble making machine. Glass rods are fed into a furnace, melted, and dropped onto a spinning mold that forms them into perfect spheres. The glowing orbs cooling into shiny marbles is a nostalgic, colorful process. Pencil sharpening assembly line. Unsharpened pencils are fed into rotating blades that carve them into perfect points in seconds. The uniformity and speed, especially in large-scale production, are a stationary lover's dream. Lego injection molding. Molten plastic is shot into tiny molds, creating Lego bricks with iconic clutch power. The click of bricks ejecting and stacking perfectly never gets old. Each brick is made to 0.002 millimeters tolerance. Toothbrush bristle tufting machine. Holes in toothbrush heads are filled with nylon bristles at lightning speed, then anchored with hot metal staples. The rapid, precise tufting is a behind-the-scenes marvel of everyday hygiene. Coin press. Blank metal discs are stamped with immense force, imprinting intricate designs onto coins. The clank of each strike and the reveal of a shiny new coin are a numismatist's delight. Bookbinding machines, gluing and stitching pages together. These machines turn stacks of loose paper into finished books through a mix of stitching, gluing, and pressing. In hardcover binding, folded page bundles, called signatures, are stitched together with thread, then glued into a rigid cover. For paperbacks, hot melt adhesive binds pages in seconds. Some machines even apply foil stamping for glossy titles. The most satisfying part? Watching a chaotic pile of sheets get compressed into a tight block, then emerge as a polished book with crisp edges. From the thunder of forging presses to the silent grace of laser cutters, these machines remind us how far human ingenuity can go when precision meets creativity. Which machine left you in a trance? Drop a comment below. And if your brain craves more oddly specific satisfaction, smash that like button and subscribe for your next mechanical fix. Until next time, keep appreciating the hidden art of how things are made.